Hello.
Hello. Yeah, is it
Hello.
better, Rita?
Yeah, it's better
That's
now.
the flow. Oh. So we're just discussing about the char, so which is going to
Okay.
occupy 2 bytes. The next one.
Okay.
So all these are related to a numeric value. So but with the different ranges.
Okay.
First one byte, which takes the default, which gives the default value as 0. From the
Okay.
memory perspective, it's occupying 1 byte. Means obviously 8 bits.
Okay.
Its minimum value is minus 128 and the maximum value is plus 127. That means if you declare a variable as byte, you are supposed to use the value. You can assign give a value between these ranges. Beyond that, you cannot.
Okay.
So there are certain cases that you might go with the loops and all those things, right?
Hmm.
So for the
Hmm.
so like the minimum variable which can go for it, because initially you do
Hmm.
not need to go for high end variable.
Hmm.
It's all once again it depends. If that loop counter is within less than this range, then you can go for it. And the next
Hmm.
short, the
Hmm.
default value is 0 and it's occupying 2 bytes, means it's occupying little more size than the byte, right?
Okay.
So the range is obviously, so if it's a bigger room, it can occupy bigger value, right? So this is minus
Yes.
32,768 to plus 32,767.
Hmm.
So this is the range, obviously. This is a minus value and plus value. Beyond that, once again, it cannot accommodate. Within that, it can accommodate.
Okay.
When I declare variable as integer, int, it's occupying 4 bytes. So means more space and so more value.
Okay.
2 power 31, as I said, 2147483648 minus 2 2147483647, because there is a minus 1, right?
Hmm.
Big value which is beyond the range. And the next one,
Okay.
the long value, which long is too much, like it's 8 bytes. So minus 2 power 63 to plus 2 power 63 minus 1. When I
Hmm.
say 2 power, it's going to be like, it's, I can select so around 19 digits of the number. It like
Oh.
can't even imagine, right? So generally,
Okay.
like when huge calculations, huge kind of things, huge applications where it is the more in terms of like money and any calculation, then you might see that much of digit. So all these things are like, if you observe, all are numeric things. All are related to numeric value, regular numeric value, but they have
Okay.
as 24 different categories based on the range of the value. So
Okay.
for either of them, it all depends
So
on the value that
depending
you
on the size of the numeric
exactly,
value we are using.
exactly.
Okay. So we use all these long, short, byte, and all these things in the real time.
Yes,
I mean, these data types
yes,
long.
exactly. So we'll use them.
Okay.
It's what to use. It depends on your requirement.
Oh, depends on the requirement. Okay.
Yes, right. So if you are requiring, if you just would like to store a value 10,
Okay.
it should be sufficient. But there are people
Okay.
use this one or use this one. So it's unnecessary,
Okay.
right? So program is not going to give you any error. Only thing is that it's going to occupy more memory.
Okay. Okay.
Like it's all the developer choice that if your program is more efficient, obviously performance wise and everything you can expect, right? Here
Okay. Yeah.
for example as value equal to 10, but in
Hmm.
real time it might be something else, right? It's all depends.
Ah.
When you write a program, we need to consider things in with the memory perspective as well.
Hmm.
So when so for to store a single person, so maybe single room should be sufficient instead of having duplex house, right?
Yeah.
So it's all depends. Like in case if the guys really require duplexes, then we cannot do anything.
Okay. Okay.
It's just a room, like how much room you consume for it.
Okay. Okay.
And the next set is like a float and double.
Hmm.
The default value is 0.0 and 0.0. So that indicates that
Hmm.
these are like something you are dealing with the decimals here.
Hmm.
One is 4 bytes and the other one is 8 bytes.
Hmm.
Ranges are these things. So 1.0, 1.8. And these two are like, once again, especially when your project is dealing with more in terms of financial things, and for each and every cent is like more accurate if you're looking for, then
Hmm.
you might go for this kind of things, decimal things, right? There are
Okay.
some
This.
calculations,
Okay.
there are some calculations I might did point something I would like to do, right?
Okay. Okay.
Then I might go for this float and decimal. Float is the basic one, and the double
Hmm.
is the little higher capacity.
Uh,
You can go for either of them. So I'll be declaring all these variables and to show you the usage. Okay, to show you the default
okay.
value. Now your voice is clear now.
It's it's happening, but that's okay.
Oh.
I don't know why today it's happening like that.
Okay. Otherwise, we'll repeat the same topic so that at least to make it more.
Oh, that's okay. Up to now, I'm able to get
Okay. If it is getting continuously, so then we'll repeat them.
Okay, okay. So today's topic is of data types, so that's okay. I'm able to understand. What happened? Everybody got sick? What? In your home?
Yes, throat infection, sick.
Yeah, everybody are coughing. That's why.
Byte boolean char. Byte boolean char short long info. Right. This is the primitive data. I just declared them, so I'm going to display the value inside it. Six, 7, 8. So I have declared a variables of each type and I'm displaying the value. So what we are to see it here is we would like to see the default values.
Okay.
And the default value, if you declare a variable, obviously you'll get this default value.
Oh, okay, okay.
But there is exception to it. I'll show that. I'm trying to run this example.
We didn't call that method, right?
Oh, so that's like I'm checking why it's not working.
Yeah, we didn't do anything in the main.
Instance has to be created.
How to call that method? Okay.
So we displayed a byte. So default value is 0, and the boolean is false. Char is an empty or null, right? And the part is 0, long is 0, float 0.0, double 0.0, int is 0, right? So whatever the table home that we can discuss, so we could see that the same values are getting appeared.
Okay.
Now, if I am declaring int some j, so here I declared int I, right? So I is just a name, right?
Yeah, int I.
So in the same way, I is a variable name. So it's a memory area location name. In the same way, I just declared a int j.
Okay.
Try to print the value j. So what is the value you are going to get here? And I try to print.
Default value 0.
Default value 0.
I don't know what is the thing. You gave some values in the table.
But here, if you observe the screen, there was error here.
Yes, error.
What it is saying, local variable may not have been initialized.
Okay.
We have discussed variable types, right? Maybe as during yesterday's class.
Yeah, I know the local variables, right?
Yeah, this is a local variable, right?
Yeah, it is within the method. That's why local.
Yeah. And this is a
global
variable, right? So what it is saying here, error, local variable may not have been initialized. Means clearly saying that for the local variable, you are supposed to give me the value. I cannot give you any value on my own.
Okay, yeah, default value. I mean, it is asking about the default value.
Yes.
I mean, initializing means we we declared this. Yeah, I got it.
Declared it the same way what we did at the global level. But for the global level, we got the value. But for the local one, if you declare any variable inside any block, so developer's responsibility to initialize with some value. It can be any value, but it has to
Okay, we need to initialize.
see here. I'm showing error message once again. The local variable j
Okay.
cannot have been initialized. Means it cannot give you any default value if it is within the local section. So you have to give it choice of yours. So now we are
Okay.
there is one, right?
For
So
global variables, no need to initialize.
exactly.
For global variables, you did not initialize anything. You just declared everything. By default, it gave the default value.
Exactly. So whatever this table form I gave from with
Uh,
to this default values column, these default
okay.
values are going to be applied only for the global variable section.
Mm.
So if you declare anywhere inside the block, you will not get the default value, and on top of that, it expects you to give the some default value.
Okay.
Clear or any confusion? So I can repeat.
No. I'm clear. I mean, for local variables, we need to initialize also. Not only declaration, we need to initialize. And
Initialize.
for global variable, no need to initialize.
Yes. It
Okay,
allows
got it.
for initialization, but it's not required.
Oh, yeah, got it.
In case
It's
if you
not
wish,
required.
it's not mandatory, but in case if you wish, there is some value, you can give it.
Okay. Okay, but it
See
never
the
shows the.
so 10 I got. So if you wish, you can give, but it's not mandatory. But here
Okay.
it's mandatory because it's a local.
Okay.
It cannot give you any default value. It expects you to give some value assigned to it at the time of initialization. Clear?
Clear.
Yeah. So out of this table form, so we are good that these are having different ranges, and that's fine. And this also having different. But with respect to char, for just to store a single character, it's taking 2 bytes, right? So I just had one question. Usually this is a common interview question. Why char occupies 2 bytes to store a single character? It's too much space, right?
Oh, why char is occupying 2 bytes in
Bytes,
Java?
just 2 bytes means 16 bits. So
16 bits.
yeah, these are all fine because there is a huge number which is trying to accommodate in each level, and then that should be fine. But in this case, char just to store a single character, it's occupied too much space, which is like too much.
Yes.
For a single character, if it's a full name, then that should be fine.
Okay.
Character. If you are thinking of a name of 10 characters, it's 10 into 2, so 20 bytes is occupying, right?
Oh, but for characters like that, it is taking too much space.
Yes, so too much space. The reason is we already discussed. The char is based on the Unicode. So Unicode we have discussed in the first class, right? First class or second class.
Yeah, Unicode, yes.
System. So when I say Unicode, each and every character whatever we are storing, it's going to internally store the representation of that particular character.
Okay.
That's where it's going to take 2 bytes for storing a single character. Simple answer. Because it is based on the Unicode system. It also stores internal value.
I didn't get you. Can you please come again?
Sure.
Due to
the Unicode.
okay, Unicode. You told that Unicode, any language it supports,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Universal something.
Unicode we have discussed various types, right? I'm just showing on my screen now.
Yeah.
Because it also need to store a representation of that particular character. So that is where it is occupying a more space when it shows a character.
Oh, for characters, it will take more space.
Yes.
But
exactly.
because okay.
Because each and every character representation has to store because of the Unicode support.
Each and every character represents?
Representation means when I say Chinese character A, so
Yeah.
the way how it has to represent, there should be some meaning in the computer terminology, right?
Yes.
Representation it internally also captures to accommodate character. That's where it stores. So visually we cannot see the result, but internally that's how it built it. When I say character alphabet A, So alphabet here, we know, right? This is how it should look like, right? So
Yes.
we are covering all the world languages. So each and every character in the in various countries it differs, right?
So it has its own representation. The character has its own representation.
Yes, internally in the computer terminology,
It has its own
its
representation.
representation. Just to represent that, it will.
So that's why, as the character has its own representation internally, so it takes a large space, big space.
Yes.
That's the answer.
Yeah. So the simple answer is because it is supporting a Unicode. Unicode requires a representation of that character internally.
Because it is
Supporting Unicode.
okay. Because it is supporting Unicode. Okay.
Hence it is occupying the two bytes.
Okay. Okay. Got it.
Got it? Okay.
Oh, got it.
Okay. Clear?
Don't mind, Srinivas. What the thing is, I'm getting a lot of
So,
downs in the voice. That's the reason I'm not able to get your voice properly.
So sorry. So I just I'm not able to shout now.
Oh, that's okay. So that's why I'm asking you again and again. Don't mind.
No. Today, so I just got an update that there is one more student I have to overlap with some demo. So I
Okay.
could not continue for the remaining class today. They just pinged me.
Okay.
Just leave up to this topic and we'll discuss with remaining topics in tomorrow's class. Okay?
Okay. I have one question, Srinivas.
Yes,
Do
please.
we have classes on weekends?
No, only on Monday to Friday.
Only Monday to Friday, and that too 1 hour, right?
Yes.
But can we complete this core Java only
What?
for 5 days in a week and 1 hour? I don't know. I have a doubt. That's it.
No,
Is it
you want me
possible
to, you want me to wrap the course early? Means speed up?
No, I don't know. I'm not asking like that. And one more thing is, for me, to get the EAD, it takes time. I mean, around October first week, like that, EAD. So Rohan told that, okay, we will continue the course like slow, like 2 months, like that.
Okay. So do you want to go with the slow mode?
Yeah, I mean, from August 15th, we started the classes. So I think we can go like 1.5 months. In 1.5 months, can we complete core Java? I mean, the topics which you are going to come, I don't know what.
Okay. So we'll discuss this one second tomorrow. So other student just logged in is waiting. So
Okay, that's okay. That's okay.
We'll take a call tomorrow.
Okay, then bye.
Yeah. Thank you, Ms.
Good night.
Sorry.
Yeah, bye.